Welcome back to J.K. McLeod. What we have on the bench here today is a Mac 510E, an electric start, 70cc saw, circa 1967-ish. It spent its life as a chop saw. Someone did some little conversions over here, and it was hooked to this attachment here. Now the only proviso with getting something that's been converted to a chop saw is because of the grit over here. It gets down to the carb and kills the cylinder. But surprisingly enough, even though it's in pretty rough shape, it's got a decent amount of compression. One thing it doesn't have is spark, which I think we're going to tackle next. Now, I've got a tank coming and possibly a side. Let's see if we can save this. And all the components are there, the starter buttons underneath. And, hopefully all the internal components aren't too rotted out. Maybe what we'll have to do is change a brush or two. Well, let's see if we can get some spark in it. First thing we do is loosen the handle bolts to avoid any clearance issues. I believe that the E model, the cover here is just a little wider than the standard cover. I haven't compared the two, but give us a little extra room. Slide that cover off. I've seen a couple of other YouTube videos of how to do this. Okay. And 3 screws. Of course, I hit them with about a gallon and a half of WD-40 and PB Blaster and anything I can get my hands on. We're gold in pretty good. Cover off. And there's the flywheel of an E model. A lot thicker. Right inside there is where there's a big magnetic field. It turns it, and while the saw is running, it turns into an alternator and charges the battery. Pretty ingenious for 1967. Let's see if we can get that bolt off. And get the flywheel out. Now, according to the IPL, we have to separate it from here. This part stays down, and the flywheel comes up. So I can see if I can, possibly wedge something in there to get at the points. Let's try the nut with an impact. Oh, look, it worked. Get it nice and even. Damage the threads. I don't know if I can get in there. Like somebody already tried. You can see claw marks on there. And there we go. That off. Flywheel off. And there are the brushes. And they look to be in pretty damn good shape too. Okay. And this is what we're left with. And hopefully I can get the keyway off without too much trouble and pull that cover. if I can grab it. That puppy's in there. Sometimes they fall out in your hand. Sometimes you gotta work at it. Puppy's in there. Let's see if we can. There we go. Let's see if we can get a small screwdriver in there. Something tiny to pry it out. Nice and gentle. That puppy's in there. Guess I'm gonna have to try something else. I chose the path of least resistance. I left the keyway in and kind of massaged that cover. I did the one screw that was right there. Brought the cover up, twisted it a little bit, and managed to get it up past the brushes. Now we got to start on the points themselves. It looks pretty clean in there, but